Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
All right, clap it up. Welcome back. You understand, once again, this is the ISUPK, Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yahana. We've been bringing this truth since 1969. What is that truth? That truth is the so-called Blacks, Hispanic, and Natives are the greatest people that ever walked the face of this earth, and the Bible identifies us as the true biblical Jesus of the Bible. And guess what? Our oppressor, the devil, that same Bible speaks of.
That's right.
With that, listen, this is history class. We get into a little history. You understand that we know a lot about our history, but tonight we're going to get into a little bit of American history. You understand? When I say American history, I'm talking about the ills and destructions of America. You understand? The title of tonight's class is America and the Son of Perdition. You understand? When we speak of the son of perdition, we talk about the son of destruction. America is a nation full of destruction. America has been destroying other nations since America has been America. You understand? Since they stole it from the Native American Indian. You understand? As a matter of fact, I want to hold that scripture. I want to go to a bedrock scripture, which is from Psalm 55, and we're going to start at verse 20. Let's start there first. You understand? Son of perdition. You understand? Whenever you get a cat.
Come. So 51?
Yeah, Psalms chapter 55.
55.
Verse 20. That bedrock scripture. That's a solid scripture. That's a scripture that's one of the first scriptures that I learned coming into the UK. That lots of me, because this scripture talked about how America destroyed us right from the beginning. America lured us in, lured us.
Lord. All right, make sure we back in. We good. We set. Hell of a technical difficulty for a second. So log it. My bad. All right. We back in.
Oh, okay. I was looking at it for good. Listen. America has been destroying us at the beginning, and just like I said, you understand, America has been the destructive nation of the earth. You understand?
All right, Psalms chapter 55, verse 20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
Listen, America has always done that. America has always made people feel at ease with her. You understand? America has always made it seem like that she was out to be a peaceful nation. a peaceful people. You understand? America has always done these kinds of things and lured people in and made them believe that, you understand, this is going to be a great connection. This is going to be a loving connection. This is going to be a peaceful connection. You understand? It says he had put forth his hand as such that be at peace with him. The Native American Indians were at peace with America, and America stabbed the Native Americans in the back. You understand? Anywhere you walk in America now, you're walking on the bones of the Native Americans.
Right.
The crazy thing about America is a lot of these nations that they destroyed here in America, they have named cities and towns after. You understand? They have resurrected plaques showing you where they were destroyed at. You understand? And this is the reason why, this is the reason now why you have that unholy holiday called Thanksgiving. You understand? Every time they unalive a nation of one of those tribes, they had a Thanksgiving. You understand? And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Abraham Lincoln changed it to once a month. They were unaliving so much that they changed it to once a month because they were having it every time they did it. Change it to once a month, and then all of a sudden it got changed to once a year. And if I'm not mistaken, they have a nation in South Carolina. Is it South Carolina, Cat?
I think it was the Carolinas, yeah.
Say it again.
I think so, Con.
South Carolina.
If I'm not mistaken, yes.
Where they still got those Native Americans
Bringing them. Yep.
Bringing them not a deer that they found or a deer that they bought, but they have to actually go out and unalive a deer and bring it to them,
right,
as a tribute.
Right.
It says he had put forth his hands as such that we had peace with him. These Native Americans were at peace with America, and America terrorized them. America is the terrorist of the earth. Go ahead.
He have broken his covenant.
Hey, listen. America has broken his covenant. It says he had broken his covenant. Think about the Native American Indian. Over 600 peace treaties America had with the Native American Indians. And they broke every peace treaty. They actually said 3 years ago, Cap, they said they are still breaking those peace treaties to this day. Remember that pipeline that they ran through the Native American land that they were not supposed to? But they ran a pipeline, an oil pipeline through their land, dripping oil, destroying the land that they were feeding off of. So he had broken his covenant. Think about us as so-called African Americans in America. You understand? They tell us to go out and vote and to make a change. You understand? When we go out and vote, and listen, before we went out and vote, this is where they created the voting tax. They had a voting tax. You had to pay to vote at first. You understand? Then they talked about you had to be able to read a certain amount of lines before you could vote. You understand? This is breaking the covenant. We're supposed to be citizens of America. The white citizens don't have to prove that they can read the vote. You understand? Think about the covenants that they have broken. They sell you land, then they create something called eminent domain, where they can take the land for any reason. Breaking covenants. This is a part of America. We have broken his covenant. America does not keep covenants, no peace treaties. Look at what happened to the Iranians. Not that we care about, but you sitting down, you just talked about it, Cat. They sitting down for peace talks, and then you unalive the leaders of the Iranian leadership. America does not know peace. America does not know covenant. America does not know law. You understand? Go ahead, Cat.
Verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
Listen, I said this before, right? If you know anything about the Pamunkey tribe, The Native Americans believed that the what did they call them, Cap? The colonizers were coming in peace. They wanted to have a peace dinner, a Thanksgiving. They wanted to have a peace dinner, Thanksgiving. And guess what they did? They got the Native Americans to drink that firewood, that liquid they had mixed up. They put poison in it. And they unalived the Native American tribe, the monkey tribe. And the ones who did not drink that poison that they had created, they bludgeoned them to death. Mm-hmm. They put a plaque where they bludgeoned them to death. And again, I believe it was in South Carolina at that time too. The Pumonkey tribe. You can look it up. You understand? This is an American tactic. You understand? This is the son of perdition. You understand? This is the son of destruction. This is part of American DNA. It's in their blood to do what they do. The Most High created them to be this way. We are the only ones that don't understand that. All these other countries, Vietnam understands that. They have a North and South Vietnam because of America. You have a North and South Korea because of America. You have a Pakistan and an India because of America. You understand? Listen, they have a North and South Germany. Listen, East and a West Germany by America. You understand? They even do it to their own.
Right.
You understand? They have no discretion. You understand? It says the words of his mouth were smoother than butter. They can talk their way into anything. This is how they got those Iranians to agree upon this. Listen, we just talked about it earlier, Cap. This is how they got Saddam Hussein not to put down those nukes that he had created.
Right.
This is the same thing that they did to Libya.
Mm-hmm.
And what was his name? Gaddafi.
Right.
You understand? This is what this is to the left right hand side. This is what Kim Jong-un dodged. This is the bullet that he dodged by keeping his weapon. You understand? But the words of their mouth is smoother than butter. This is the reason why they're always the hegemon. And we good, sir.
What do they say? We here for peace and democracy. They use their word democracy like it's damn near religious. You hear the word democracy, I get to be included and I get to be free, and meanwhile they dropping bombs on schools.
187 women and girls, children.
Right.
You understand? Listen.
Hey, shout out to sister in the chat, Kyle Brown. Yeah, all she said the Congo and Malawi. Oh yeah, I mean anywhere this beast goes, destruction follows. He's a cancer.
What was the dude name in the Congo? What was his name? The guy that the one that they unalived down in the Congo, the president.
Let me get it.
It's the one that Malcolm X went down there and talked to him.
Was it Mandela?
No, not Mandela.
Congo.
Congolese. What was the name of the dude? They unalived him anyway. You understand?
Oh, you know, we talked about it last week.
Yeah, we just talked about
Patrice.
it. Yeah, Patrice Lumumba. There we go. Patrice Lumumba. You understand? Because he was not with what America was doing. You understand? And I know that's not our people, but we're giving you examples of what America does in America's path of destruction. You understand? A lot of those nations down there in Africa and in different Middle East countries, the reason why those nations are separated is because America has created those lines. Great Britain has created those lines. That's the father of America, Great Britain. You understand?
Right.
These oppressors, this is what these oppressors do. Their whole thing, and we've all heard that term, divide and conquer. This is what America, this is what Great Britain, this is what the oppressor does. They divide and conquer. They come in, they whisper in your ear to make you look at your brother strange, and then they conquer you.
Right.
You understand? And listen, this is the reason why today, here, right here in America, they have our brothers and sisters divided against us and working their magic against us. You understand? This is the reason why you have Clarence Thomas on the Supreme Court. You understand? Voting for Trump. You understand? Voting for his destruction. You understand? This is the reason why we got black congressmen, black mayors, black, you understand, city councilmen. And we still can't get ahead. But other nations come right in and go right over top of it because it's divide and conquer. You understand? It's a whole lot of propaganda. It's a whole lot of, you understand, the Son of Perdition. You understand? It says the words of his mouth was smoother than butter. Those words speak volume. You understand? Those laws that they create sound like they work for you.
Right.
They sound like, oh yeah, this will help us. Oh, you ever heard people say we need more police?
Right.
We need more police on the street.
They're gonna change it from the inside out.
Listen, no cap, right? In 1985, I went down.
Want water?
Come.
Go ahead.
1985, I went down to join the Baltimore City Police Department. Understand? Because that's the way I felt. I felt like nothing wasn't happening fast enough. If I go in, I can get in from the inside and work from the inside. You understand? Make things happen. But when you take that oath, to further the agenda of the oppressor. This is when you get 4 black officers killing a brother for nothing.
Right.
You understand? This is when you get police beating brothers down, trying to show their white counterpart that I can do the same thing you can do. I can be even worse towards him. Listen, they showed a brother, a corrections officer, I saw a clip 2 days ago of the correction officer beating the brother while he handcuffed him. Handcuffed, hands behind his back. That's an oppressor's tactic. And as we stay up under the oppressor, we become the oppressor. The scriptures tell us you are of your father, the devil. When you hang around, when you become to having an infinite love for the oppressor, you become the oppressor. It's all propaganda. You understand? It's all a lure to make us become them. And us unaliving us on the street is us being them. Listen, if the oppressor is left to his own device, he'll destroy all of his own people. Let's let that happen. You understand? Go ahead, Pat.
Salaki, one sec. I got it. But he was smoother than butter. But war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
Listen, his words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. It's like you talk about those laws. Those laws always work against us. His words were softer than oil. Listen, it sounds real good coming. Listen, we're here to help you. We're here to help all of you. Hey, listen, did you know that Elon Musk's mother and father went into South Africa, robbed diamond and gold mines, and became billionaires? And that's how he became a billionaire? Listen, the words, it says his words were softer than oil. You know how sweet your words gotta be in order for you to go into an African country and talk them into allowing you to take their resources and becoming a billionaire. So much so that your son, who was born a billionaire, is about to be the first trillionaire. Said his words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. And listen, think about this. Even in that country, the country that they robbed, the country that his parents robbed, they crying about people stealing their land back, and they want to go over there and unalive them,
Right.
and take the land back that they stole.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it, right? Think about how horrible you gotta be to steal something from somebody, and somebody wants it back and takes it back. The thing that you stole from them, they're taking back. Words of his mouth was smooth and butter, but war was in his heart. And that's what's in the oppressor's heart and will never leave his heart.
Mm-hmm. Gone.
War has always, listen,
He's never changed.
he's never changed.
All that.
If you look at America, the only thing that prospers in America is the defense industry, the war industry. That's it. Everything else is pick and pay. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, there are no more automotive. Think about this too, right? The automotive industry, everything is sourced out. When Trump threw those tariffs on China, they had to get so many parts from China that they tariffing themselves twice. How does it look? You understand? The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn sword. No matter how sweet the oppressor talks to you, he's always looking for a way to get rid of you, to unalive you. You understand? To grind us into power, to use us, to abuse us. $1 million, what they call it? $1 million slave.
Right.
I'll give you this, but this is what I think about this. Think about being $1 million athlete. Something happening to your people, and they tell you you can't respond. You can't say anything. Think about an oppressor, a woman oppressor, a reporter coming on and saying, "Shut up and dribble a ball."
Right.
We destroyed it. We totally destroyed it.
And listen, let a lot of black reporter be against it. They're gonna remove you from ESPN. What was that sister name? That they removed from ESPN?
Jamila, the pretty chick with the light eye.
Yeah.
Jamila,
I forget her name.
you know what I'm talking about. I know who you're talking about. She's been out for a while too.
Mhm.
Yeah. She was good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get her name real
She was
quick.
a good analyst too. You know what I mean? Jamila, oh man. She used to be on what's that, Pardon the Interruption all the time. And then she had her own spot too. You know what I mean? And it's horrible what they do to us. Then you get two people like Shaquille O'Neal and Charles Barkley that sit up there and jump through the hoops and stuff like circus monkeys and stuff. You understand what I'm saying? You got the two of the greatest basketball players. You understand, that play the game. You got them jumping through hoops, scared to say anything. You understand, because they scared that money won't stop. And this is the thing about it, right? And this is why I always say we keep thinking that these people are millionaires and billionaires. But if somebody can freeze your account at any point in time they feel like it because of what you say out of your mouth, you are not a millionaire or billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? You are just a regular nigga, just like all of us. Just got a little bit more money. That's it. You're a slave just like we all are. And at any point in time, he can bring you right back down to right where we are. You understand what I'm saying? It's just that simple. America's propaganda, America's tactics that they use, you understand, has us blind. You understand? And this is the reason why we have these classes, to pull those blinders off and get you to understand that. You understand? When we come together, we are a power in itself. Following these laws, statutes, and commandments is what makes us strong, is what makes us rich. We too dependent on America's money. You understand? We believe that we can have America's money to be successful. Think about this too, right? And I don't want to get too far off. All of those shops that y'all females go to, right, to get y'all nails done. How many Chinese people do you see coming to get their nails? What I'm doing is I'm trying to show you who really has the power. Whenever you go in your hip hop chicken and you get that chicken from those Arabs, how many Arabs do you see coming in there getting the chicken? Just showing you where your power is. Even when you go into Dunkin' Donuts and those East Indians selling you those Dunkin' Donuts, how many East Indians do you see coming in there getting? Just showing you where your power is. The power is in us. This is the reason why the scripture says, gather yourself together, O nation not desire.
If I could, but then the only time we see them is during a transaction.
Yeah, during the transaction. That's it.
It's like I think it's I forget what it was, but it says they've come to devour us. That's what the scripture said. The ye beasts of the field come to devour us. They come to devour us economically, socially, and politically. The only time we see them, or is through some type of business, through some type of some type of social transaction or something like that. They're not oppressed with us.
Nope, they're definitely not oppressed. I try to tell everybody when they come over here, think about this, right? And this is another piece of propaganda that America uses, right? When these other nations of people come over here, they come over here broke, empty-handed. If you're a millionaire and you making $1 million a year over there in India, why would you come to America to try to hone your craft when you already got clientele in India? You understand? They come here broke. They get subsidized when they come in here. They get set up. Listen, the nail spot that's on 33rd and Green now. It's right there on 33rd.
Right.
Right there off the corner. You see all the sisters going in there. It stays packed.
Right.
That seafood spot that sits next door to it. It's owned by them too. But it stays empty. Me and my rib went in there and we talked to the Asian guy. He said, no, we don't make a lot of money in here, but the nail shop subsidizes us.
Right.
So as long as that nail shop pumping, this seafood spot will be until it get kicking. It's been there almost a year and it stays empty.
Right.
But because they making so much off the sisters in the nail shop,
they can have a whole nother building
going right here. They gave them new equipment. They subsidized them all their first shipment of food coming in. He said he ain't have to pay nothing. Nothing. He got it. And he said all they have to do is keep getting that nail shop pumping, and then they get that right there. We keep believing that the propaganda that America gives us is that these people are hardworking people. They come over here, they work their way up from nothing, and then all of a sudden they own these businesses. It doesn't work like that. That's propaganda. They get subsidized everything. Even the ones you see with the little rat holes, the rat holes they got. You understand? Because they know we're going to sponsor them. You understand? All they got to do is get startup money, which they get from the United States startup money, and then we feed that machine. We feed it. And then guess what? They go to North Potomac and they build their own community. They come in town just to get our money. Listen, Cap, say it again. What was the script you just said? They beast
21.
of the field.
The beast of the
Beast
field.
of the field.
You want to get
You
that?
understand? Come on. The beast of the field. And this is what they do to us. They come in just to feed off of us. You understand? Their survival depends strictly on us. The guy said it. The Asian dude said it. He said, we don't make no money over here right now, but the nail shop is what's supporting us right here. These are connected. He said, that's my sister-in-law runs that. My brother is her husband. And they got my shop, right? They got my spot right here. And I survive off of the money that comes from there. So think about the sister that's going to get their nails done, right? And then they give them a tip on top of that.
Mm.
I heard a sister say, I give them $10, $15 extra.
Damn.
Do you know what that is? And think about this. You already giving them damn near $100, right? And then you giving them another 15. Let's just say it only take them an hour to do your joint. You giving them an extra $15 an hour, setting them up for the seafood spot next door. Now look at all of the nail spots that's in our neighborhood. Look at all of the hair spots that's in our neighborhood. They talk about ain't no money in black neighborhoods. Ain't no money in it. It's millions of dollars in it. That's why these other nations have their own communities out Ellicott City, out Clarksville, in North Potomac, in South Potomac.
Fairfax and Alexandria.
Yeah, all of that. You understand? And we get to ride through and look at them living lavishly off our chicken box money, off that nail money, off of that hair money. Think about it, right? They don't even get their hair done. They don't even do their nails. You don't see Chinese people walking around with their nails done. All of that money comes from us. Just imagine if one sister got a nail shop, everybody's supporting her. Think about it. No matter what the price is, because think about it, our prices will have to be higher because we don't get subsidized anything. We don't get free money to start up businesses. That free money to start up a business is a lot of bull crap because eventually they get it back from. It's not a what they call it. The free money that they get.
A grant.
A grant. It's not a grant. It's a loan. And then with that loan, they hit you with 22%
right.
on a loan, 22 to 30% on a loan, which means you gotta get business. If you don't get business within 4 or 5 months, you're gonna get shut down.
Hey, shout out Kyle Brown and shout out Rosa. Just
what's up, Rosa?
Make sure Rose and Rosa, make sure y'all hit that like button.
What's a buying?
Yeah.
Let us know how we're doing.
Throw a fire emoji in the chat, man. Drop a fire emoji in that chat for us real quick. Shalom.
You got that, Cap?
Isaiah 56:9. Isaiah chapter 56, verse 9. All ye beasts of the field, come to devour. Yea, all ye beasts in the forest.
Listen, it says, all ye beasts of the field, come to devour. These are all the other nations coming to feed all of us. You understand? They come to devour. They come to take our coin. They come to rob us. You understand? Think about this, right? Listen, Cap, I don't want to get too far, but you see the little store that's across the street from me? I've been in this spot for 7 years. Every year they got a new vehicle.
Dang.
Every year. Listen, I ain't talking about they trade and bringing a new vehicle. They have these vehicles because we often see the old vehicles come back, but we remember when they got the first new vehicle.
Right.
They got 2 trucks. They got the SUV, the new Kia SUV engine.
Damn.
Pulled up. They got 7 vehicles.
God.
7 vehicles. And then I was tripping because when I first moved in, the dudes used to stand out there and help them unload their truck and bring their stuff in the store.
God.
You understand what I'm saying? We got more respect for these other nations of people than we have our own parents, our own mothers and fathers, our own elderly. It says, all you beasts of the field come to devour, yea, all you beasts in the forest. These people are feeding off of us.
God.
What you got, Cat?
No, that's it.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Verse 10, his watchmen are blind.
It says watchmen are blind. Who are the watchmen? These are the people that's supposed to be protecting us. These are the people that's supposed to be watching out for us. These are the people that's supposed to be alerting us when there's danger about. You understand? But we don't get that. And think about this. In Baltimore, we got black commissioners, black mayors, black city councilmen. It should, listen, black people in Baltimore should have no issue. It says his watchmen are blind. We have blind
Leadership.
leadership. There we go. Thank you. We have, for why? We got blind leadership, meaning our leadership
It's
does
faulty.
not is faulty, does not notice, or I don't want to say does not notice. They refuse to notice when things are happening in our community. But think about this, right? You see all of that building that they doing down in Fells Point. Now, we're not supposed to have any money involved. There's a shortage. But all of the building going on down in Baltimore, and this is the heart of Baltimore City. They can't say, oh, well, that's the county right there, or something like that.
Right.
This is the heart of Baltimore City. Fells Point, Canton, all of the building that's going on down there, they put up, listen, they got pickleball courts.
Mm-hmm.
They got what they call that, volleyball courts with the sand next to the pickleball courts in the middle of the winter.
Right.
They got buildings going up and up and up, skyscrapers. They got breweries down there. They got everything down there.
And they pushing the line. They keep pushing that line into our neighborhoods, pushing us out.
Yeah.
You know,
What they
the
call that?
gentrification.
Gentrification.
And look, they talking about man, we sat with a city councilman. They talking about they ain't got money for roads and X, Y, and Z. Meanwhile, I remember when that snowstorm hit, they had special equipment in particular areas on Boston Street, downtown. Like they not doing that in our neighborhood. I mean, they had like the, what do they call it? The cat, the excavators and everything. I mean, like they had a whole system. Then they had the dump truck. They put the snow in the dump truck and get it out of there.
It was so much backlash. That's what they tried to do this time.
Right.
In our neighborhood.
What's that?
With the cats.
Right.
And the dump trucks. And they started scooping it, boom, putting it in the dump truck.
Yeah.
That's how I actually got my car out, because one was coming with one of the cats, and I pointed at the snow.
Right.
I scooped it out the front, scooped it out the back.
Right.
Boom, and got my car out.
That's
my car
what's-
was stuck with relay.
But listen, I'm talking about before.
Yeah.
Boston.
But what they tried to do was, and that's what I'm saying, they tried to make amends,
Right.
sort of a way to clear that smudge away
Mhm.
by doing that.
Right.
Now, the downside to that was they had big giant piles of snow on every corner.
Yep.
It still was hindering, but what they tried to do was come through in the middle, and that's where they pissed me off, because they come through in the middle of the night doing that.
Look.
So now you hear
Mhm.
all through the middle of the night, but I bet they don't do that in
It wasn't. It was real convenient for everybody. Charles and Chase and Reed Street on that side, coming down through Mount Vernon,
Right.
all them white prominent large buildings or what have you going into the city.
Yeah.
They doing it during the day on a Sunday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like I saw the optics of all of that, but you got a black governor though.
Yeah.
We got a black mayor and city councilman. They become corrupt. They are their father, the devil.
Hey, just like you said, that black, what you call him, the governor. You know, he supports the Israelis.
Oh yeah, he's Governor Westmore. I think, he's for the people. He's gonna do a walk.
Right.
They're doing a walk. Mayor Brandon Scott and Governor Westmore. They're walking in Park Heights.
Right.
We ain't seen them since. Donald Trump want to say Baltimore one time. And that was time. That was time to get down and then march, and then we're fighting for justice, and we want to turn the city up. Clown.
Hey, listen, I figured some kind of voting time was coming. They want to put some marks on there. They want to get some points around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And Cass was calling them out live.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, somebody died the other day. What was you at then?
Yeah.
They was getting called out.
Yeah.
Both of them. Yeah.
It should have been. You know what I'm saying? And we want to say this too. The same thing is going on in Chicago.
Yep.
The same thing is going on in Detroit. The same thing going on in Compton. The same thing going on in Norfolk, Virginia. The same thing going on all across where you have black cities and towns. You understand? So we don't want to make this seem like this is an isolated incident, but the propaganda of America with that.
God.
You understand what I'm saying? It's heavy. You understand? So we can drop that, cat. And did you want to keep going?
It's up to you.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's up to you.
We hit.
They are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs.
Go ahead.
They cannot bark. Sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber.
They cannot bark. They cannot alert us. You understand? They don't let us know when things are happening. They don't let us know when the dangers are right up on us. They don't know. They don't let us know that we're about to be gentrified. They don't listen. They don't even protect us against gentrification. The first sign of gentrification we see is when we see oppressors come jogging through our neighborhood. You understand? And a lot of us, when we hear that, we're gonna do some construction down here, we're gonna redesign and everything like that. We think they're doing it for us. You understand? They're not doing that for us. They're doing that for the oppressor. They're doing that to push us out. You understand? And another thing, another propaganda thing that we go through that we see is our oppressor allows evils to happen in our neighborhood, uncontrollable evils to happen in our neighborhood, just so that the property value can drop, just so that responsible people will be wanting to move out. You understand? And then if they can move in and get the property value at a low and then sell it at a high. You understand? Go ahead, guy. Also, wait a minute. It's like I said, they cannot bark. They don't alert us. Sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber. Listen, they love to relax and to slumber. Am I getting that right?
Yeah, they vacationing. They got their feet up.
Kicking up, they relaxing. Mm-hmm. And listen, and that's a major thing with them. Hey, listen, who ever heard of a it happens. I'm not saying whoever heard of it, but how does Congress go on a session break for 2 or 3 weeks?
Right.
We'll be back in 2 or 3 weeks.
Right.
So what's the name? That's a vacation.
Gone.
You understand? And we often hear this. Think about this. Look at what's going on right now. How do you let TSA go
unpaid?
Unpaid. You understand? How do you let a debacle like this happen? But a lot of them, when you get to fly on private jets and you get to leave out whenever you want to leave out, you could care less about the people. You understand? Loving to slumber. They get to relax and lay back. They don't have to worry about that. Listen, they get lobbied. They get paid. They get paid by lobbyists.
Con.
What do they care about gas prices? What do they care about prices of gas going up? They get lobby money. They get inside bonuses. That doesn't bother them. This is the reason why we all suffer. They don't. You understand? Because once you get into Congress, once you get into the mayorship, once you get into the Senate, you sign. You sign to further the oppressor's agenda. That's the propaganda that we don't see. This is the reason why we are always so disappointed at our leadership, because our leadership does not stand for us. Our leadership stands for the oppressor. You understand? And this is the reason why this government has to fall. Go ahead, Kev.
Shalaki. I went to the wrong script. Hold up. Verse 11. Yea, they are greedy dogs which can never have enough.
Think about that. They're greedy dogs which can never have enough. You understand? The greed listen, let's go back again, right? Think about Sheila Dixon. If you're from Baltimore, you know about Sheila Dixon. Think about all of the greed that encapsulated her.
Oh, real quick, shout out Officer Bakar Shalom.
What's going on, Bakar? Shalom, Lord Christ, Bakar. Yeah, think about that. Think about Sheila Dixon, all of the underhanded stuff she was doing. And think about this right now. I'm going to show you the propaganda of America, how America plays with its slaves. She got caught doing underhanded stuff in the government. You understand? Paying people who wasn't working, writing out checks for people who didn't work. You understand? Then they broke it down to even the gift cards that she was stealing.
Right.
They arrested her. They made her do a little bit of time. She came back, and guess what? They let her run for mayor again.
Right.
Remember that time?
That was the real candidate too.
Yeah, listen. It was me, Kawan, and a bunch of us went down to the spot where she's sitting up there with who else?
Brandon Scott.
No, but who else was up there with her?
Oh, Catherine Pugh?
The old bald head commissioner.
What's his name?
The one that was the police commissioner. The one who got caught in the 9/11.
Was it Bats?
No.
Before Bats. I forget his name.
How do you let people? This dude was stealing from the 9/11. How do you let him run for mayor? How do you let him run for mayor? He was the commissioner of Baltimore.
Right.
She was the mayor of Baltimore. Think about it. They were the commissioner and mayor at the same time.
Right. Both corrupt.
But you let them, because when you got somebody under your thumb, when you using somebody, you know they're going to further your agenda anyway. This is the reason why you let them run again. If Trump got caught with all of that stuff, all of this Epstein file stuff was going on, how does he become president? Because they have him under their thumb. So they'll put anybody in there who's going to further their agenda. You understand what I'm saying? Think about all of the marching, all of that stuff that Martin Luther King was doing, and all of that type of stuff. He had us out in the street getting hit over the head with Bibles, getting beat up in the street, had our children getting beat. What did it get us? Got us nothing. But guess what it got him? Got him $250,000. And they said that was the equivalent in that day, that was the equivalent of almost $5 million. Now they got, the big six got $5,250,000 a piece, not the split, a piece. That's $1.5 million. And like I said, it was the total of almost $5 million a piece.
Okay.
In today's money. You understand what I'm saying? And he did a couple of months worth of work and got that. Our leadership are greedy dogs. They can never have enough. You can never have enough. You listen, as slaves, of course, we can never have enough. But we should always have enough dignity. We should always have enough love for our people. You understand? To not sell our people out. But when you're a slave and you never had anything, I mean, it happens. But this right here in the ISUPK, this is a different cut. We not even cut from that same cloth. We from a whole different cloth. You understand? And since 1969, we've been through that. You understand?
They can never have enough. And they are shepherds that cannot understand.
These shepherds cannot understand. They don't understand the truth. They don't understand the law. You understand? They don't understand what they're speaking about. You understand? They don't understand the Most High. They don't understand what He's telling them. You understand? Go ahead, sir.
Come on. They all look to their own way.
Listen, they look to their own way. What's in their heart is what they're looking to. Understand? They're looking for how they feel. You ever heard somebody say that? Well,
Truth.
This is my truth, or this is how I feel about the situation. You understand? As opposed to what does the Most High say about the situation? What does the Most High tell you to do? You understand? Not this is how I feel. Hey, Cap, you hit that on the money. This is my truth.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Listen, you can't have your own truth. There's only one truth.
That's right.
This truth is we've lost back in the commandments. There is no. Listen, did you hear the preacher the other day told the people he gonna start taking W-2s, looking at people W-2s, because y'all keep playing in my face.
Dang.
Listen, if my memory serves me correctly, Cap, the scripture said, didn't the apostle say, you're not lying to me, you lying to the Most High, right?
Right.
Listen, this dude is so prideful. He said, y'all keep playing in my face.
Dang.
So he placing himself in the place of the Most High. You playing in my face. No, they playing with God.
Right.
You only supposed to be a messenger and tell them what they're supposed to be doing by the scriptures.
Mm-hmm.
Playing in your face has nothing to do with it. You understand? But he want to check W-2 to make sure everybody getting. And the thing about it is, this is my question, right? If you big and bold enough to check W-2 to see what people giving, tell me what you giving them. Give them
to the people. What are you doing?
You understand? What are you doing? Tell me what you doing and giving to the people that you can say, I'm checking W-2s and y'all shouldn't be playing in my face. Don't play in my face, man. Me and my friend was tripping. He showed me that. I was like, yo, did you hear what he said? And it's amazing how pride can get us. You understand? That's nothing but pride. When you start saying you, your,
right,
my,
right.
You understand? Not God. You understand? He didn't say nothing about God or Christ or nothing like that. Talking about me and mine.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Go ahead, Pat.
Real quick, Bakar said that the pedal press Donald Trump is currently having his homie Dana White train FBI agents for big money, but I guess it's all right because he's all white.
Yeah, definitely. Listen.
That's one thing. And one more thing, and shout out Shalom Yashupta, Officer Batak, checking in.
Officer Batak, what's going on?
Go ahead.
Yeah, listen, that thing with Dana White, right? What's going to happen is he training. What is he training?
FBI agents
FBI
with the UFC
agents.
fighters.
Fight.
Yeah, I guess so.
Once they start getting hurt up, they're gonna start shooting back again.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So he ain't doing nothing. He's really doing nothing but
It's theatrics.
yeah. It's
They already they
but think about it, right? He throwing lighter fluid on a fire that's already blazing.
right. And listen, if I could, I don't know if it's for money or for notoriety for the UFC, which is reportedly not treating the fighters as well as they used to.
Right.
But really, what in the hell? What the hell are you even doing? We're talking about a sport, a mixed martial arts sport, right?
Mhm.
The FBI and other government agency already have professional mixed martial artists on staff.
Right.
That's not for sport, but for
Training.
but for tactical and in the field use. What the hell? You gonna bring in the UFC for money, for notoriety, and for theatrics? You look silly.
He had Mr. Pillow in there. Mr. Pillow.
The My Pillow guy.
Pillow guy.
I mean, forget about it. You got the My Pillow guy in there. You got what was the defensive tackle?
Oh no, remember he had Herschel Walker too.
Herschel Walker. Then you had the Hulk up there. You got all these characters, and like it's a sham. But
Once you think about this, Cap, also remember I used the same scripture last week. Children are our oppressors.
come on,
He's a visual child. Everything to him, he remembers things from his childhood. So everything, even the way he talks, his verbiage is childish verbiage. You understand what I'm saying? It's nothing. You know, have you ever hear when a lot of times when you hear
he always says, "I got the biggest and the baddest this.
right,
We're the best. We're the best. We're the biggest. We're the this is us." Go ahead.
right, but when you hear political people talk, usually they're using words and sometimes you gotta be like, hold on, let me look that up and see what that means. You know what I mean?
Right.
But with him, everything is on a child's level. My children can understand, my grandchildren can understand what he's saying. You understand what I'm saying? And just like you said, the tactics that he used, everything is cartoonish.
Right.
You understand? Everything is on a youth's level. It's not something that's difficult to decipher. You understand? And at times, he's foolish.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? But the Most High
Made him that way.
anything to accomplish the goal that's set out to be accomplished. And think about it.
The Lord made him that way.
The Lord made him that way. The last three presidents, Netanyahu could not get to go over there and fight Iran, so you had to bring a fool in. And this was the fool. Listen,
We thought
president.
real quick. We thought Bush was a fool, which he was,
Yeah,
and we was like calling him dumb. He was all those things for sure, but he had to. The Lord bring in a greater idiot.
listen, he said, listen, hey, he looked at Bush and said, I got it. You know what? I got it. Now,
Who don't? I remember like even though I was mad young, but I remember how even in the early stages of the internet, this is like it was like nothing viral going on or like it is now, but it was still there. But he was not a liked president, George Bush. He was hated. He was talking about how he talked. You know, it was like a first version of Trump, but less money and country.
The church had me amped up. I voted.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
God.
The propaganda of the church at that time, especially think about being a trustee in the church.
God.
And you hearing all of this, but we need to do this because remember he was evangelical. He was the first one to really come out and say, I'm a Christian and everything like that. You understand what I'm saying? So that was the thing where the church used that against us. And I actually that first time voted for. You understand what I'm saying? And it was, when you look back now, you know what I mean? You look back now and like, yo, you understand? But again, that's the blinders and that's the veil of Christianity. Christianity blinds us and has us walking in the dark. What did the scripture say? Groping in the dark.
We grope at noonday as the blind.
You understand what I'm saying? We feeling for anything. We feeling for anything just to get our foot. You know, we grabbing onto anything. We grab onto Christianity. We grab onto Islam. We grab onto all of these things that cannot help us. You understand what I'm saying? And we are destroyed as a people. You understand? And this is the reason why we go out on those corners and we speak to our people, to bring our people into the truth. Not Christianity, but the truth. You understand? This is the reason why we do that. You understand? Think about it, Cap. I heard General Katham say one day. I heard him say, "Listen, you don't think I want to be somewhere, laid up with my rib, you know what I mean? But we go out there on them Saturdays, we give up a lot of things to bring our people into this truth." And I remember, listen, I was one of those people that was listening to that heard that. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not like this. It's not effective. You understand? And now I'm a voice of that movement. Listen to that. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But Christianity is a hell of a drug. I heard you say that a million times. Christianity is a hell of a drug. And to be off of that drug and to be clean since 2017, I feel great. You understand? And being in the truth, don't get it twisted. We wanna let everybody know, just because you come into the truth don't mean all your troubles and everything gonna go away. Listen, troubles just start. You understand? When you follow this truth, the troubles have just begun. But when you got a support system like this right here in this ISUPK under commanding General Yohana, sometimes them troubles don't even bother. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't saying that I don't get bothered that time. When I understand what my I want to say, what my main objective is. You understand? It's all worth everything. You understand? It's all worth everything. I don't let little things sweat me. Things happen to me now, and it's okay. It happened. Boom, I gotta move on. When I first came to truth, okay. The first time I had my credit cards went boom, boom, boom. Man, I like the went crazy. You understand what I'm saying? But when you get into this truth and you understand what this truth is about, it gets you through everything. Like we said, it ain't like things don't happen. We ain't saying all your troubles won't go away instantly like that. Nah, don't work like that. Understand? But the more of us that are in this truth to support, you understand? That's what we got in here. We got support.
Brotherhood is a weapon.
Brotherhood is a weapon. Definitely that. You understand? It's definitely that. You understand? Hey, listen, the Israelite School of Universal Practice now started out at 1 West 125th Street, all in New York, under command. We've bringing this truth since 1969. The truth is the so-called Black, the so-called Hispanics, and the so-called Native are the greatest people that ever walked the face of this earth. I identify us as the true biblical truth of the Bible. That shalom is real.
Son of Christ. I got the security announcements right here. Security announcements. We are the ISUPK, so 1 West 125th Street, all in New York. Roof a new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves with the world. Excuse me. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it after 6 months. If a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry ties, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3, verse 8 through 10 means tenth in Hebrew. Ma'asherah, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the teacher or head of finance. All right. Priest fund free will offering for priest not mandatory. Also, amount you would like to give upcoming holy convocation, the Passover. God damn, it is next Saturday, but of course, prior to that, we got many events. Many events. The shootout, the Black Party. We got a whole bunch of events leading up to that. So make sure we down in Houston, Texas. You understand? April 4th is the Passover.
That's gonna be the first rest I get.
Come.
Need it.
Ramon Akim and Aqua, make sure we are checking out the social medias for any upcoming events. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, etc. Okay. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, and wool scarf. And with that, I was going to conclude the class. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher, Men of Israel. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher, Men of Israel, Mayim Shabbat, Mayim, Barak, Yahaba Shem Yahshar Bagatah,
How about you? No.
Aaron Matah, Saul's me's turn. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters that may be online. Men of Israel, Mayim Shabbat, Mayim, Barak, Yahweh Shamala, Athan Bashim Yahushua, Matah. Class dismissed.
He parted the Red Sea, and an entire nation of Israel walked out of the slavery of slavery.
The ISUPK presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. You do not want to miss this one, Israel. Shalom.